U.S. immigration attorney Sarah Wingard from 3A Immigration. Now, a lot of people think of Ireland as a fabulous place to retire, study, a place to vacation, but here's something that very few people realize. Now, there is a fully legal and surprisingly straightforward way to live and work in Ireland that almost no one is talking about. So if you're an entrepreneur dreaming of Europe, dreaming of Ireland, this pathway might be the best kept secret. What you're going to do is you're going to start your own business in Ireland, and you'll have that business sponsor you for a work permit. So a lot of you already know Ireland is extremely business friendly. Incorporating is simple. The corporate tax rate is just 12.5%, which is one of the lowest in the EU, and it's exactly why giants like Pfizer, Apple, Meta, they all set up their European headquarters here in Ireland. Okay, so you're asking, how does it work? First up, you will incorporate your Irish company, you'll get it registered and actively trading, and then once that happens, you can legally sponsor yourself for a work permit. Now for this, there are two main options. Now the first up is a general employment permit, and this is a standard route that many entrepreneurs use. Now to qualify, you must pay yourself at least 34,000 euros per year because you'll be the sponsored employee. You must also employ at least one other additional person in Ireland. Now, typically, you will need to complete the labor market needs test, which is advertising the position in Ireland and the EU and making sure you can't find someone there first. As I mentioned, you will need to comply with the 50-50 rule, which means that at least half of your employees must be EEA or Irish nationals. Now, if your salary is 64,000 euros or more, then in most cases, the labor market needs test will be waived, even if your role is not on what we call the critical skills occupation list, which is what we're going to talk about now. Now, this is the fast track option with kind of more favorable terms. If your job is on Ireland's critical skills occupation list, meaning they need people like you with your career in the country, then the salary threshold is just 38,000 euros per year with a relevant degree. Now, if your role is not on that list, you may still qualify for this exemption by earning 64,000 euros or more annually. And then in both cases, the labor market needs test is waived and the 50-50 rule may be waived. Now, after just 2 years, you will become eligible for Stamp 4, which allows you to live and work in Ireland without a permit. It's similar to permanent residency. So the question is, what type of immigration status do you get with this process? So once approved, you'll hold a Stamp 1 visa, which gives you the right to live and work in Ireland under the terms of your employment permit. As a bonus, Ireland does have some possible tax advantages for global entrepreneurs. So their tax system, I'm not giving tax advice, but their tax system offers an incredible advantage if you qualify as non-domiciled in Ireland. Now, as a non-dom resident, you may not owe Irish taxes on foreign income unless you bring that income into Ireland. That's a concept known as a remittance basis of taxation that very few countries actually still allow these days. But it's a potential game changer if you earn income, certain sources of income outside of Ireland. Now, as always, as I mentioned, consult a qualified tax advisor before making decisions based upon tax residency or non-dom status, because those are serious consequences. Now, long-term options, residency and citizenship. Now, after 5 years on a general employment permit or 2 years on a critical skills permit, you can then apply for Stamp 4, and after 5 years of legal residency, regardless of the permit type, you may be eligible for Irish citizenship. Now, Ireland does allow dual citizenship, so U.S. citizens like me and my family, we don't have to give anything up. You simply gain an EU passport, an Irish passport, alongside your U.S. one. Now, at 3A Immigration Services, we help entrepreneurs just like you to unlock this often overlooked pathway. Using an Irish company is the key to building a European life. So whether you're early in your career, early in planning, or ready to incorporate, we can guide you through step by step through this legal and strategic process of making Ireland your new business base and your new home. So click on the link below, schedule a consultation with one of our global mobility specialists. We're here to take your call.